Broadcasting live from 401 North Market Street in downtown Frederick. Named by Reader's Digest as one of the most beautiful main streets in America, this is live from Studio 401. It's the show where anything can happen, and usually does. So buckle up, crank it loud, and join us, because the fun starts now on Live from Studio 401.
Are we now? We're live. I want to know. Kitty, TJ Class of 87, she says, I hear you on TikTok. I want to know if anyone was watching the pre-run, the countdown on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're watching it, other than TikTok, because we're live on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
Did you hear us talking during the countdown? This is, we want to know.
Everybody heard it.
I mean, we can go back and watch the tape. We'll watch the tape. But
yeah.
Anyway, getting off track right from the gun.
Yeah.
It means it's going to be a great show.
That's how we love to start off track. Let's start off track.
Let's just start veering off the road.
A lot of people go off the track after a while. But if you start off the track, it's so much better.
I start there, and then, look, when you start that way, there's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
So you're like, when you set the bar on the ground.
Of course.
And you could just step over it.
Of course. I'm never disappointed.
Yeah.
Well, actually, even sometimes I am disappointed. Typically, I'll trip over the daggone bar because it's on the floor and I don't see it. So there you go. That's what I do.
All right, hit share, like, comment, stay with us. We've got a link where you can actually be on this terrible program if you want to be
Well, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? You should also set the bar really low and use this as your kind of springboard to do better things. That's what I say. I'm telling you, though, I am so excited. We are working on some really, really cool stuff to bring to this show. Talked to a couple people this afternoon about some additional in-studio entertainment. We're going to be bringing a lot of great stuff to you. Now that we've kind of worked out, I'd say we'd worked out the kinks, but I just finished like my 405th show on Good Morning Frederick, and it's still sometimes a train wreck. So there's
that's not going to be this show.
There.
My name is on this show, so I'm not letting that happen. So.
Oh, Mr. We're echoing for 30 days.
Well, we're not now. We're not now.
We are not now.
I solved that problem.
You did solve that problem.
I turned the car around and everybody went home.
That's right.
So that's exactly what happened. That'll teach you a lot.
Don't make me. Do you want to get out and walk?
Yeah. That'll learn you a lesson real quick.
That'll learn you very quickly. That'll learn you. Well, it's Friday night in downtown Frederick. We're live right on Market Street, the #1 main street in all of America, apparently. And we love it down here.
Not apparently. That's by Reader's Digest.
Reader's Digest, yes.
It's like some guy named Tim said it. I mean, I
haven't seen a Reader's Digest in like 35 years, but I'm sure they're still in print and still exist.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Reader's Digest?
Me? No, I didn't even read when I was in school. I just asked you what was on television.
Hospital waiting rooms. That's right, Mom.
Yeah.
Mama Cone is here in the studio, always looking for, some entertainment for herself. We sit here and hang out with her while we do the show, keep her company.
Yeah.
While we're up here making, just doing some fun stuff.
Mama Cone had a massage today from
our friend Shannon at the Healing Storm Holistic Wellness, one of our favorite people.
She calls her magic hands.
Magic hands. But she does this. So I'm not really sure when she says magic hands.
I don't think Mom knows.
In the quotes.
That means that's not really magic.
That's not. That's usually a sign you're being sarcastic, I guess. Or
facetious.
Facetious.
So.
It's all right. Mama Cone is the best. She's accentuating the word magic that way. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Listen, that's good. I mean, she's fantastic. I had actually, they actually stretched there too. I had a stretch there last night before we went over to the Christmas Laugh for Kids at Rack Brewing. So
you forgot your shorts, so you had to try to get stretched.
I got stretched in jeans, and let me tell you something.
Thank God you weren't wearing skinny jeans.
No, well, I'm not skinny, so I can't even wear those jeans. But if you want something that's should be comfortable and fun to not be, wear jeans to anything you're supposed to be doing athletic.
Yeah.
It's like
that's so funny.
It's like,
it's the most constraining garment you could actually wear.
Kennedy wears jeans
and you're
out.
who?
Bobby Kennedy wears
Bobby
jeans?
Kennedy does wear jeans while he's working out. Yeah.
Well, he's he doesn't do legs. He just works out his chest. But anyway, so not because of them, but it was like a bittersweet thing where I know it would have been a lot better had I not worn jeans, which was my own fault, by the way.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I mean, normally I don't know. I've been at massage parlors where.
Well, we don't call them massage parlors anymore. My God.
Of course you do.
No. It's not. We don't even call them masseuses. That's not. I tried to do
When
that
did that
one
happen?
time. They're not a masseuse or masseur. They're not. They're massage therapists. And
A massage? Yeah, okay. It's called a massage parlor. That's where it is.
in 1980
You go to the parlor.
in New York,
Everybody
in the
knows
alley,
it. Anyway.
where it was a front. Anyway, go ahead.
And so I've been to some where, obviously if you're a guy, you're in your boxer shorts. A girl, you're probably, bra and panties, whatever. But then, so, I was like, well, I've got, I wear boxer briefs. So I was like, I could just take those off. But I didn't say that. So I just did it in my jeans.
Yeah.
I think that would have been fine. I just don't know the protocols of the new way we do massages, I guess.
Well, the one thing Shannon talks about, and you'll learn more when we release her podcast coming up here real soon, is that there has to be communication on both sides. So you could have asked Jen, I believe, was your massage, your stretch therapist. You could have said, "Hey, would you mind if I just wear my boxer briefs?" And she would have said, "Well, probably not so good. 'Cause the way I'm going to be moving you might not be great."
Well,
or she would have said, "Yeah, no problem."
Yeah, I know. But I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. Flexibility as you get older is just unbelievable. I have zero.
Yeah,
Zero flexibility.
She was shocked about how
Inflexible.
not flexible I am.
Flexible-less.
She's like, there's something wrong here. Like, is something locked up? I'm like, no, this is just normal.
It's just me.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, I know we should really be getting up every day and stretching. Mama Cone does her exercises every day, and she swears by it. I don't. I do kind of do a little stretch, but it's mostly just so I don't kill myself getting out of bed in the morning, stumbling around. But I can't do, even like the bending over, touching your toes, sitting, well, now we have to say crisscross applesauce because you can't say Indian style anymore. But sitting like that on the floor, no way.
Yeah.
I had to kneel this morning for a photo with Leadership Frederick County and needed 3 people to help me up, basically.
Okay, that is not, now you're sounding like there's some sort of a problem.
There is a problem.
That sounds
I'm old. I'm
so
crickety.
not athletic.
I am so not athletic. I have not been athletic since I was 10. So
I like to think I'm a little athletic, although last week I was getting on my bed and I pulled a calf muscle just getting up. Like, how do I pull them? I didn't even do anything. My calf, and that was pretty tight, actually. She's like, this calf is weird. I'm like, yeah. I pulled it.
Charlie horse.
Oh,
Got a Charlie horse.
You running, working out? Nope, just getting out of bed, actually.
Sleeping.
My bed is a little higher than the normal bed.
Oh, dude, your bed. That thing, first of all, we're not a tall family, okay? I'm just going to say that.
Why do you keep bringing that up?
Because we're not. We're not a tall family. And your bed is like 18 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Like, you need those dog steps.
No, I'm just fine getting in my bed. Getting out, I pull a muscle. So,
you need like one of those little trampolines and get in and get out.
Yeah, not good.
I will tell you this morning, it made me wistful this morning on Good Morning Frederick. I utilize different people in the community that say, at the beginning of my show saying, hey, you're watching Good Morning Frederick. And this morning I used Alessio, which I haven't done in a long time. And I can't wait because coming up here in a couple of weeks, I'll be able to re-record an updated one a year later and watch. He's just such a little young man. That's my nephew. That's my brother's son. And he is just so adorable. So
that is my baby.
It is your baby. And it was so great. Oh, yeah, our sister Corey, your bed is in the clouds.
Listen, I spent, what's funny is I bought that bed probably 2 years ago, and I've just slept on whatever hand-me-downs. I'm not a big, I like sleeping, don't get me wrong, but I didn't really realize what goes into the bedding industry. So when I went to get a bed, I almost fell out. I almost passed out when I got the first price of whatever I was looking at. I was like, this is only like $3,300. I'm like, for a bed?
Right?
You're nuts.
I know.
So I had to do a little shopping.
Oh, but the first 3 weeks you were here, all you did was cry about the fact we needed to get you bed.
I spent $2,300 on a bed, so I'm sleeping on that damn thing. And it's comfortable. I love that.
It
thing.
is comfortable.
But
but
yeah,
it's very, very high off the ground. You know, we can lower it. You know, we could do that.
I don't know. I don't need to lower the bed. It's my bed. I'm fine with it. I like climbing up in there like I'm on a mountain.
I know, but when I come in to talk to you, I have to like hop to get up.
See that?
I need a little step, a little leg up. A little leg up. Well, yeah, you could Well, yeah, if anything happens in our house, that's where we'll all be hiding because we can all fit under there.
Yeah, see? See? It's like a bunk bed for smaller people. You could just sleep on the bottom.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, listen, we appreciate everybody that has been hanging out with us. So this is crazy. I wanted to get into. I've tried to pull this. This just happened about 30 minutes ago. Our sister Corey said this to me, but I read it about 2 hours ago. It's a breaking news from the Frederick News Post. And do you know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about the call to Elliot in the morning this morning?
This is insane. Now, I've done morning radio my entire life,
Yeah.
and I've gotten a few weird calls. Never one like this. I don't know what would possess somebody, but if you don't know the story yet, it's breaking still. But somebody called Elliot at DC 101, which is actually I listened to them.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm surprised I missed it because I usually listen around the time. But and said, hey, I found a dead body or whatever in Frederick, and I just really haven't said anything. No, there's a lot of things wrong.
There's a ton of things wrong with that.
How do you find a dead body and then just not instantaneously call 911? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Number two, he actually named the body. I think he said it was like Charlie, or he just named it.
He knew the person, or he just made
a name up.
Oh,
of the
so
body.
it was like his friend for a while. And then,
he didn't call right away, so who knows what happened. And
okay, so all joking aside, there is something very strange about this whole thing. Something very strange.
And then he calls a morning show to say,
yeah.
And I was trying to get the transcription. Teddy, is that what it was?
He says Teddy.
Yeah,
Teddy was the name.
Yeah. Well, Corey should come on here. Corey, click that link.
Yeah, click the link, Corey. Come on live.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta meet our sister. Our other sister.
Well, she'll be the first sister, I think. Have we had any other sisters on? Deanna's not been on.
She's been here.
Yeah, but not on.
We showed her in the studio audience on TikTok.
The live studio audience. Yeah, TikTok gets a kick out of it. But anyway, if you click the link, you can just come right in and be on the show.
Yeah, I want to hear your perspective on this. But and actually, it's too bad you have to leave kind of early because our sister Corey is one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life.
So just so you know, like we're doing a bunch of podcasts out of the studio. Danny does Good Morning Frederick, which is more of like a Good Morning America. It's sort of straight laced, kind of fun,
structured.
This show is. I mean, we start off the tracks on this show. And I say all that to say this, that Corey couldn't make an appearance on Good Morning Frederick because that probably wouldn't be a good idea. But on this show, I mean, she fits right in on this show.
She does fit right in on this show.
This would be the show that we would debut Corey on.
Yeah.
It's always funny because, in fact, speaking of my stretching massage, whatever that
She's saying I'm trying and I can't figure it out.
All you got to do is click the link. If you click the link, it literally walks you through. It's like, hey, can we use your camera? You say yes. It says, hey, do you want this audio? You say yes. And as soon as you say the second yes, you come right into the studio and you're on the air. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
Did you put the link in there?
I did.
Yeah, okay. So.
Oh, I did in
the description?
I did only in the Facebook group one. Here, I'm gonna text her. I'll send her the. I'll email.
Just put it in here. Just go.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here, I'm gonna put it right here. Oh yeah, I could have done that before.
Yeah.
What the heck am I worried about? Okay.
It's
going right in the comments right now.
There you go.
There you go. That's why you couldn't figure it out. Sorry, that was my fault.
You click that link, you come right in.
Click that link.
So the masseuse. No, we're not supposed to say that.
Massage therapist.
But she's stretching me. So the stretching lady.
Stretching therapist.
The stretching lady was there. She's like, oh, I know your sister. And of course, I have 4 sisters. So when somebody says that, I have to, and she's like, Corey. Corey's beautiful. I love Corey. She's my favorite. She's so fun. But when people say they know Corey, sometimes you have to think.
Before you say anything, because this is a small town sometimes, I run across this all the time. So what was your immediate reaction when she said, Corey?
Something bad happened. Like something is bad.
I always hesitate because when they say, when I'm trying to flip through my head thinking who would know her, I'm thinking, I'm hesitating thinking, is this good or is it not good?
Now listen, put all cards on the table. you probably do the same thing with me. It's not like I'm some saint. So when somebody says, I know your brother, I'm sure both Devin, Corey, you, and Deanna.
You've been going out of this area long enough that you've regenerated in your, it's like, whatever those
Respawn.
aliens are. Yeah.
Respawn.
Respawned. You've respawned. So many people, unless they've known you from young age, don't. Yeah, but Corey and Devin have never left this area. Well, Corey specifically, and so she knows a lot of people. Some she doesn't love so much. So you know,
I will say this: I think everyone that I've met that has said that it's all been positive.
Her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There hasn't been one that, but you just know.
Well, then one tried to finagle me. Tried to act like she and Corey were friends when they really weren't friends, and she was trying to single white female into the family.
Yeah.
And so when I said to Corey, I said, hey, I met this girl, and she's like, oh, I hate her. And I said, really? Because she was like, oh, we're besties.
Yeah, where does Corey live now? I want to go give her some flowers. Yeah, you do.
No, that would have sent my spidey sense up, but yeah, so.
Okay, let's walk Corey through. If you
lost.
just pressed the link, all you have to do is literally click the link.
Corey is technically challenged. So
My God.
say that.
What does she have, a flip phone?
No, she's got a smartphone. All right, I want someone else to try it to see if you can get in with that link.
I think when you click the link, it says, hey, can you use your camera and your mic? And then you say, yeah. And then you're in the show. I mean, that's why we do it that way. It's supposed to be very easy.
Supposed to be simple.
Where's the link?
In the comments. Where are you watching right now?
She's watching on Facebook, it says.
Okay.
So just go,
go
to the comment section.
The comment section. The link. I put the link in the comments.
Oh, is she watching from Everything Frederick Line? I don't know.
Well, in Everything Frederick, the group, it's in the description. I did
now you're confusing everybody.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But now it should be in the
It should be everywhere we are.
Live?
Yes.
She just said
live from Studio 401. That's my page.
I'm literally sweating in here. It's like 900 degrees.
The door was open and it was 12 degrees in here. Mom was going to quit earlier. So I don't know what is happening to you. You had to walk, and now all of a sudden your core got hot. That's what happened. See? Once the core heats up.
It's as bad as when the core gets cold. Yeah. I am literally, there are beads of sweat on my forehead.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I don't know what happened.
Whew. I'm shiny.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's not going to happen today, apparently.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to write a tutorial for people how to click links. But anyway, so they called.
We love you, Corey.
They called Elliot. I think she didn't want to come on.
Yeah.
They called Elliot. They said, I found a body. And then Elliot had to actually say to the guy, hey, you should go to the cops, bro.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you think?
I mean, that's weird.
Okay, look. You know, there are things that have happened in history as radio DJs getting weird calls from people, and we've seen it, like, even in the movies have depicted it, and, you know, a lot of strange things have happened. But that is just, first of all, I'm shocked he aired it.
Oh, you kidding? Well, number one, I think he takes live calls.
Yeah.
On a delay.
Yeah, he's got a delay.
Yeah, of 7 seconds. So once somebody tells you that, I mean, and why would you not take? That's gold. I mean, we're talking about it right now. It's probably all over the United States of America. And as a DJ,
it's probably overseas. It's everywhere.
That's exactly what you want. So that is a gold. That's called a gold mine call. You would never not take that call.
True.
So it's because most DJs are self-servicing.
Yeah.
Anyway. So crazy. I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know who it is. The police are investigating it. It's an ongoing report. It literally just happened a few hours ago. So kind of crazy.
But they found the body and they're identifying it. So I don't even know. And apparently, when I was reading on social media comments, it is in an area of Frederick where it's private property, but there is like a little mini tent city over there, and apparently things happen over there more often than they don't. So that people are saying that they think that that's maybe what it was. But
we will definitely keep an eye on that for sure.
Yeah.
Gotta say what's up to my girl Gwen Hartford. She's super sweet. We love her. She's an amazing. If you're in the Toledo area and you need somebody to clean your apartment or house, she's one. And if you're in the Frederick area, Corey.
Yeah, Corey.
She also cleans.
She does.
So we have the cleaning people.
On don't know
but
what that
different
means
areas.
about us.
Different areas.
Yeah.
They have different areas of operation.
They do have different areas, so they are not competing with one another. We're outside the service radius, so it's all good. It's all good. We can promote them both.
Everybody can be friends.
Everybody can be friends. There's enough dirty people out there for everybody, let me tell you.
Yeah. All right, so Christmas laugh for kids.
Yeah.
Last night. Oh, Dawn Kelly. Is that our Dawn?
That is our Dawn.
Nice.
That is our Dawn. She watches our show and laughs all the time. You know, she loves you, so you crack her up.
Well, she's got good taste, that Dawn. I can tell you that much. So what did you? Okay, so we're trying to raise money for Christmas cash for kids. And
Yeah.
so this is none other way. WFMD and WFRE had an event last night at Rack Brewing. A nice event, super fun. The comedians were there, and it's always it. So I don't know if it's just me. Now I thought
We have high standards.
we
I
do
think.
have high standards. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. And I
I'm
guess
not gonna say-
comedians have to start somewhere,
Yeah.
right? They have to start somewhere, and
And I'm not saying they were terrible.
no,
I mean,
there were moments.
Yeah.
There were moments. So, I love storytelling comedy, and I love comedy that is relatable, right? So, and I think that that's why, you and I, and we've talked about this, that Nate Bargatze.
Bargatze.
I mean, one of the funniest people I've ever seen or heard. The other, Bill Engvall, back in the day, I used to listen to his comedy stuff all the time. Super funny. This was a local thing going on. We've been to kind of 2 comedy shows, and, again, moments of funniness.
Moments.
I actually start to nervously laugh because if it's not really funny, I feel bad. So I just kind of chuckle even when it's not terribly funny. So
you can tell when you start like feeling bad and you're like, okay, something. I mean, that's not good.
No, you got to read the room, I guess, sometimes. It's hard, though, because you prepare a set, I'm sure, and you got your kind of stuff memorized, and that's what you're going on. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is hard. Listen, I'm not going to say it's easy. All right. I'm not. But,
Yeah.
But and the ones that are really good, they make it seem like it's easy, which is also not great. But I'll give you an example of well, here, can you hear this?
I think about my parents a lot because the world is getting very futuristic, and like them, I'm from the 1900s. You got to watch out for the 1900s, people. We're old.
The 1900s.
It's so. My great aunt Helen from the 30s. She's deaf. They didn't know she was deaf back then. The doctors, they had no idea. They were baffled. That's how good doctors were back then. They just they looked at her as they smoked in her face. These were real doctors. They were like, oh no. She's rude, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Look, I think, and it just, I don't know. We are spoiled, I guess, and we just, yeah. It was okay.
They were good. They were okay. But it is, I guess when I go, it's, I don't know. Like I said.
Set the low bar.
Then
you're not
low.
disappointed. Yeah. We can't expect, Robin Williams or, what's that, Ma?
Do a
We could do a comedy routine.
here's a guy that I like. I don't know if the guy's name is Dusty Slay.
I stayed at one hotel. Nothing worked. The elevator didn't work. Finally got up to my room, and the Wi-Fi didn't work. So I went back downstairs. I was like, hey, the Wi-Fi doesn't work. He was like, yeah, it's a little shaky. But the network name is Ramada Inn 1. And that's when I realized why it was shaky, because we weren't at a Ramada Inn. I could see the Ramada Inn through the window. He was like, but it works real good down here in the lobby. Why don't you just use it here in the lobby? And I'm like, well, obviously you don't know what I need Wi-Fi for. Like, I'm not working on a spreadsheet up here, buddy. Man, I'm stressed out. Okay. You ever check into like an old hotel and you plug your phone charger into the wall and then it just falls out on the floor?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with those plugs? Who's stretching out all the plugs? I mean, why they all wore out like that? Who's got these big phone chargers out here? That's what I'm saying. I got a regular size phone charger. Now I'm not even making a connection. Walking around with a half-charged phone all day. I'm just saying, don't stretch out the plugs for everybody else. You know what I mean? You may not be the last one to use that plug. I like a snug plug. You know what I mean?
But I mean, so that's something that everyone, so that's relatable.
Yeah,
and that's
it's
what makes it
relatable. And look, comedy is 90% timing.
Yeah.
There's timing, there's pauses, there's that, it's a skill. And these guys are practicing, and I love that they do it. And look, they all have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
They all have to start somewhere, and
You just didn't think they were all going to start that night, but I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Wayne and and here's the other thing that was a problem. We had seen this particular Wayne and this headliner, both of those comedians, about a week and a half ago.
Right.
And so it's one thing if you're Jerry Seinfeld or you're Nate Bargatze or you're Dusty Slade and you have 5 hours of comedy that you can do. These guys had a routine that was very similar to the last time that they were on.
Yeah.
That was also a big problem.
yeah, and in the same area. Like if you're going to appear within 10 days of your last performance, you got to change it up a little bit.
Right.
You got to change it up.
Now, listen, having said all that, I mean, it's hard coming up with all this stuff. I mean, we're not
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. Just it's a little constructive feedback. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It is not it was great.
It was great.
They did a great job.
For the kids, there was a lot to give away. Like I said, I'm not knocking it because it was a great event, but it is really hard to come up with stuff. So, and we are sort of on the wanting to see like the people to just make you rip your hair out laughing so much.
Yeah,
But it was really cool, and I had a good time, and all the money goes to helping kids have a Christmas that may not have one, and that's the best part. So.
That is the best part. So no matter what, the outcome is great because those kids do well. We actually raised some decent money at the Ghostbusters night, which I'm really happy about. So
yeah,
that was good. And last night too, I don't know what the totals came out to be, but look, we are ramping up. So if you are even if you're not in the Frederick area, and I know times are tough right now, but if you can, I'm going to encourage you starting December 1st to listen to WFMD.com. You can listen online, tune in, all those, through your Alexa, whatever. Listen to the stories. This is the 50th year that this fundraiser has been going on here in Frederick County and helping tons of kids over the years. 50 years, those kids are probably now parents. And, hopefully, they probably don't even know, actually. When we were trying to come up with what should we do to celebrate 50 years, I was like, maybe we should just get some of the kids. And then I thought, you know what? They probably didn't even realize that they were recipients.
Because nobody, obviously there's not like, hey, we're here, we're bringing the stuff, everybody chip in. They don't even say anything.
No, the way it goes now is the parents come get the stuff and they're able to wrap it and put it under the tree, and it's not a big deal. It's very, it's a really great program, and it's through the Salvation Army here. We don't vet, we don't do that, the radio stations, but Salvation Army does, and make sure. So it's really very, really cool program, and 50 years of it is really awesome. And I'm telling you, and not to slight WFMD, but it is an AM radio station in 2025, and not a hugely high-powered AM station at that. $130,000 was raised by that radio station last year. Now, I am really, really hoping we can get very close to 150,000 this year, being the 50th year.
Yeah.
Now, I had said that early on, like in January, February, not knowing that the government was going to be shut down for 40 days, not knowing where we were going to be with inflation and all of that. So I know that's probably not going to be the case this year because it's been tough for a lot of people. But that is so impressive to me as a marketing promotions person, because this has such a history. It's so ingrained in this county. There are people that just come out of the woodwork with their kids, with their piggy banks. Last year I was, when you're at the radio station, people walk in with their laundry quarters, literally, and say, hey, I need the kids to have this. And it's just so emotional and so amazing. And I think this year is going to be the same. If you are in the Frederick area, we're doing a finale at the Hampton Inn on Opossum Town Pike at I think between 5 and 7 p.m. And then at 7, we'll do the announcement of the total amount raised. So if you're in the area, I encourage you to listen to WFMD during the week. They the broadcast live from 6 to 9 a.m. and 3 to 6 p.m. and come out to the finale. It's going to be great. And you are now part of the team, so there you go.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. The finale.
December 5th.
It's December 5th.
It's Friday. For the Friday. I think it's December 1st it starts and the 5th it ends. So
there we go. It's
Mama Cone will be there. You can come see us.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
That'll be great. I don't know if you read this earlier here, but they always come out every year with the hottest password trends of 2025. And obviously you have the most common passwords are admin, password, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
That is dumb. But now they're making you put special characters in there.
This is the bane of my existence. Okay. Yeah. The bane and the worst one is at our work right now. Our login for our network makes us change it every 30 days.
Yeah. Oh, and you can't use the last one.
I know.
That's like, dude.
So over that.
Yeah.
So now I'm actually rotating. I have 4 or 5 ones. Now I'm adding all these characters. Now I don't even know what the frick my password is for anything.
Yeah.
It's horrible. And it is, I really want all these login places just to go to text me and email me. When I go to a site that asks me if I remember my password and I go to log in and they automatically just send me, hey, we've just sent you a text, or hey, we've just sent you an email. I'm like, God bless you.
I don't even think I've ever visited one of those guys. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, there's 2 or 3 sites I just signed on to today that they don't even, it might not be chat, but there was another place I went today and I just asked you to do your 2-factor authentication through text or email. And that is a blessing.
But the trend now is swear words because some people are not in the best of mood being forced to change their passwords. So profanity in passwords is trending.
Well,
F this. 25.
Yeah. With a exclamation points because you need those.
Yeah.
And then you have to throw in a number. So it's like.
Exactly.
Yeah. It is frustrating. Look. We are now in the technology era where I don't know what or who our passwords are stopping. They're circumventing.
You know who they're stopping? Whoever's logging in. They're stopping me.
Us.
They only stop yourself.
Working.
And because then you're like, okay, where was I when I made this password up?
Right.
Is it my address?
You're trying to remember. Was it 3 days? Oh, God, I was sitting there. And what was I thinking of? What was I looking at? Oh, it is
giant
the worst.
Waste of time.
Giant waste of time.
Yeah.
And then to double down on that, you're always told never have your computer remember. I'm sorry. I literally, again, we're in an era where there's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
Got to be a better way for the passwords.
Well, Microsoft does that thing where we'll make it really hard and remember it. And then,
but then you're on a different machine and suddenly it doesn't know crap.
Yeah.
So then you're screwed. Right now I'm really screwed because I got a new phone. And while it's so easy, I even said to you, God, it's so easy with phones now. You just literally activate and it copies everything over. Doesn't copy over the MF and password, so you're not logged into anything.
Yeah.
Now I can't even open my garage. I can't, do anything I was doing before. I have to figure out all those passwords.
Yeah, and then and then not only that, the settings of the new phone is also they're just at the generic settings. So when you get a new phone, you're out of commission for 2 weeks. It's like you might as well have moved to Granada.
Yeah, I might call you. I might not call you back. I don't even know if I'm getting messages.
When you answer the phone, who is this? Miss Mom. What do you mean? I don't know. It's not in my phone. I can't.
Gotta add it back in.
Yeah.
I love when people do that. Oh God, I don't know who this is because I don't.
I said, well, how many texts? The new phone. Who this?
Who this?
That's good to see. Yeah, but anyway. So that's a hot password trend.
Yeah, love
Putting
it.
the old F-bombs in there.
Old F-bombs. Why not?
The only thing that would be better is if you have your IT guy come look at you and say, what's your password? Well, I'm going to have to type this one in.
Yeah, Gary is an MF-er.
Yeah.
And that's scary, coming up to fix your computer.
Gary is an MF for 25. Don't forget that.
F you, Gary.
Yeah. Yeah. Eat exactly one. You know what, Gary? So anyway, that is not great. But I wish it would come up with something that is just you have a universal password that nobody can ever get.
Well, yeah, seriously. It's got to be better. There is a better way, and I'm telling you again, it ain't stopping any of the hackers. It's not stopping any of the people trying to do fraud. That password didn't do shit. It's not doing shit other than frustrating us every day.
Except making your day a lot worse.
making
That's
my
what it
day.
does. Yeah. All right. Well, here's another crazy thing here. More Americans love the adventure of a holiday road trip. Maybe it's just me, but because they're saying Thanksgiving's coming, millions of Americans getting ready to trek all over. People like to be in the car. Most of all, Americans like to go on road trips. Over 60% of people say road trips are the best.
All right. So here's my theory on this. The thought of going on a road trip for me is like the thought of camping. In my head, it seems idyllic and wonderful, and the tent and the fire and the roasting marshmallows. In reality, it's shit. You gotta pee outside.
You just explained everything in life. That is literally every situation.
There's no shower. There's no comfort. That is a road trip. On the outset, you think, oh, this is going to be fun. We can play car games. I can watch, and now that we have the internet in our car, we can watch stuff or whatever. It's still horrible. First of all, my butt falls asleep. My legs hurt. It takes me 4 minutes to get out of the car whenever we do stop. And topping it all off is every other MFer's on the road too. So there you go.
Yeah. Mixed
Dawn
drinks.
Ann.
That's good.
That's a good one, Dawn Ann.
Well, here, you know what else I've noticed? And I don't know because if I'm getting older, but whenever anybody else is driving, it's like, I don't even know how we didn't die. Like, you're the worst drivers. I mean, I just sit in the back when somebody's driving. I'm like, they're going to kill literally everybody.
I know. Yeah, you're almost just shocked you make it out alive.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's not a control thing, but
yeah.
It's
Well,
I don't think it is because I don't really care. In fact, I'd rather not drive if I were, but then when somebody else is driving, I'm like, I should have drove. I should have drove. That was a dumb one. That was a dumb one.
That was the dumb one, yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, we're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great time.
Jennifer, you're the best.
Hey, Jen, how are you?
The
Happy
best,
Friday.
You kind of hit on it, though. I mean, because now, I'll just scroll TikTok. We're driving. By the way, all of us are driving to Norfolk in case you want to rob our house. We'll give you the exact dates coming up.
But our dog and cat will be there.
Oh, yeah, but that cat will tear you up.
Safe. Everything is safe.
The dog, not so much. The cat.
Cat's going to kick your ass.
Yeah. So I'll be on TikTok, and that'll be fine. But man, I remember driving to Ocean City as a kid, and that's when are we there yet? That whole thing. It was all you had is the window. You just looked out the window. That was your TV for 3.5 hours was the window.
Oh, and then it's horrible. Windows are up. My mom's chain smoking in the front, and it's great.
I said that on the radio, like how different things are today. I used to lay in that little back window where you put
the window well or the wheel well,
where you'd put the stuffed animals and the hats that you drive through.
Yeah, get a 3rd-degree burn laying in the freaking window.
I'd be in there rolling around.
Slam on the brakes, go flying up to the front.
Use the old mom hand belt.
Mom had the arm. Mom had the arm. Make sure we didn't go out the window.
Yeah, I did that once, but Mom was like, hey, you got to roll the window down. And we were driving up to I think I was like 6 years old. I remember this like it was yesterday, but we were rolling up to mail some letters out the old way, like to the blue mailbox. I don't even know where we found one of those, but she's like, I'm going to pull up. We're late. So she turns a corner, and I don't know why I was supposed to roll the window down, but I opened the door, and I literally flew out, and my hand dragged on the ground. It was all bloody. She's like, why are you opening the door? I'm like, I got confused. I don't know. But no seatbelt. That's why I rolled right out.
Oh, but you made it.
Look at me. I'm fine. Nothing bad ever happened.
Well, and then, of course, she would go, you're fine. Get in the car.
Oh, yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah, get up.
Get up. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Good old days. The good old days. But, yeah, those car rides were like 8 days. 8 days long. I mean, that was the longest trip ever to Ocean City. And Well, first of all, going to Ocean City as a kid, you are so excited you can't even stand it. So there's no sleeping, there is no napping. You're just staring out that window at Route 50. At the time, there was no go around, so you had to go down in through Easton. You had to cut in. You're doing, and you always knew the signs. You first you got the Bay Bridge, and you're all excited about that. Then you go through, all the seaside towns, and you start to see stuff you recognize. And then Chop Tank. And then it's like another 50 miles to get to Ocean City.
Well, you were smarter than me because I don't know.
You get excited at Salisbury, and you still got an hour.
I don't know how many I don't know up until what age. I bet it was like 10, but every time we hit the Bay Bridge, I'm like, we're here.
We're at the beach.
Ocean City.
It's like 45 minutes from our house.
And like,
we still had 2.5 hours to go.
Yeah, literally, we haven't even had one tank of gas. I mean, it's like still on full. We're good. Yeah, but that Bay Bridge, boy, that was always like, hey, are we close? Nope. Not even close. In fact, we may be further than when we started. I don't even. And depending on traffic, because you'd always hit traffic.
Oh, gosh, yes.
But I do remember the Ocean City has such a distinct smell, like the beach smell, and you just knew when you were close.
Salt air.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's why I want to go back, but you guys won't let me. So
sorry. Hey, if you live in Maryland right now, just put in the comments what happened to Ocean City.
Well, because here's the thing.
I want to know who still goes to Ocean City right now. Actually.
I would go tomorrow. I love it. Ocean City is a mecca of fun and excitement and the T-shirt shops and the water taffy and the waves.
As I keep saying to you, this is like camping and this is like the car ride. It's idyllic in your memory. In your memory, it is what it was in 1980.
It was the best.
It is not 1980 anymore in Ocean City, Maryland. I'm sorry. I'm not hating on it. I have a lot of friends who still are down there. I worked down there for a summer 25 years ago. But I'm telling you, Ocean City is not what it used to be. Yeah. And that's the problem. Like camping and like the car ride with the family, you start out thinking this is going to be great. And then you get there and you realize, what are we doing?
The boardwalk, Thrashers, Fries, T-shirt shops, hermit crabs. I mean, come on. What wouldn't be great about that?
Is living in the past. Living in the past. And it is not that way anymore. I'm sorry to tell you. I know, because it's kind of our closest seaside town, and it's sad. It's sad because it's not like we remember it.
I mean, because
Corey said...
Well, here's the thing.
Corey says, I'm going to OC. Who's coming with me?
Who's with me?
First of all... Yeah.
Well, actually, you're taking my car, so we got to be careful with that. So here's the thing, though. So just so you know, so everybody's aware, I moved. I grew up in Maryland for 20-ish years, and then I moved away for a long time. Came back for holidays and some events and stuff like that. But I haven't been back to Ocean City probably in 15 years, and Danny's been monitoring me, or like, what is that called? Like giving me information of what's going on in Ocean City and bringing up TikTok videos, which I don't think is the way it always is down there. Maybe when it's crazy, but it definitely does not look the same.
No, it does not look the same. It's not the same. There's a lot of changes. As with anything, everything changes and morphs. I honestly, when we were kids and our parents went to Bethany or Rehoboth, which we did a couple of times as kids, you're like so disappointed because it's not Ocean City.
Yeah, Rehoboth sucked when you were a kid. Now it's amazing.
Now that is exactly where I want to be.
It's like Bethany Beach. Get out of here, Dad. That sucks. I don't care about the
This is not the
horses.
Real Ocean City. This is the fake Ocean City.
You can see or hear Ocean City, kind of, but you're not there.
You're not there.
Some crappy beach with nobody. But now that you're older, that's what you want.
That is what you want. That is what you want. All right, you got to get out.
I got to get out of here.
You got to go do the sports on WFMD. If you're in the Frederick area, you want to listen online. What high school sports are tonight? Do you know who's playing?
It's a basketball game today, but I'm not sure who.
All right. Well, you can tune in anytime. You can always watch Good Morning Frederick weekdays at 9 a.m. We got a lot of really cool stuff coming up, including the 12 Eggs of Christmas And I've got our holiday lights map. If you go to the Good Morning Frederick Facebook page, it is pinned right to the top. We're adding addresses as we go. I feel an explosion coming on after Thanksgiving, but it means you'll be able to plan your route. If you want to drive around and look at the Christmas lights, you'll at least know where you're going. And if your house is decorated to the nines, make sure you text it in to Good Morning Frederick or send it to me or tag me.
Yeah.
And I'll add it to our
How
list.
cool would that be? You'll be able to just to map out your lights so you're not driving around for nothing.
Aimlessly.
To get to
Kids
the
are
lights.
crying because there's no lights.
Are we there yet? Go back on TikTok. All right. Thanks to everybody who chimed in today. You guys killed it. We appreciate you. Hit share, like, and comment. This is live from
Hey, I got 1,000 hearts on TikTok.
Wow.
You gotta love it.
And
All
you,
right.
you only did 700 of them yourself. So
I know.
way to-
Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.